Hello everyone, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you what I'm working on tonight. So this is kind of an odds and ends video, but it's odds and ends because I'm working on a couple of different things here that I want to share. And so let me share a couple things first before I forget. I had to do it before the video is over, but I picked these up and I have never found these before at a good price. Like, they're always kind of expensive, so I never really buy any. But I was in, I went by Dollar General, which also is a place I never go to. I just don't go to any stores except for Walmart and thrift stores. Everything else I need, I order on Amazon. So anyway, I went by Dollar General because I wanted to see, I kind of go by there around Christmas time every year because they have some really cute stuff. Like Dollar Tree has some cute stuff for Christmas. So does Dollar General. They have these little, gift tags and things like that. And so anyway, I was looking around there while I was there just to make sure, so I don't hardly ever go there. Like, I never go there. So I was looking around. They have a little craft area and they have an aisle with office supplies, and I just looked around everything, looked around their clearance, and I found these little I guess they're bulldog clips. But I call these bulldog clips, but these are, the mini ones. And I think if they were like 6 or 8 in a package, but they were only at $1.50 for a package. I think it was $1.50 for like 6 or 8 or whatever it was. So I got like 3 packages. I've already used a couple, but I wanted to show you. My plan is to use them like this and maybe also aged some. I have some in aging little craft packet of paints and things that I need to experiment with. So I thought I might try it on one of these and see how it does. And if it does good, I'll come and show you what I used. But anyway, I wanted to share that because I love these, but I have just never found a good deal on them. And I finally, wow, I couldn't believe I got to go back. They only had 3 packages and I bought all 3. And I want to get some more before, sometimes they carry stuff like that and then, then they don't have any more, places like that, Dollar Tree and Dollar General, stuff like that, Family Dollar. Anyway, this also I picked up at, these right here I picked up at Dollar Tree. I was at Dollar Tree and I saw them, and I got some at Dollar General too. If I can grab them. They're right behind me. But these were 3 of these little drawstring bags for $1, and I've already used one because I used one in an order where someone said it was a gift. Today I used it. Someone said it was a gift, and it fit in this little pouch, and it's a little like burlap pouch with this Christmas tree, a little green drawstring. I mean, isn't that adorable? 3 for $1. I mean, you can't make those 3 of those for $1. I mean, I can't. I mean, by the time you add in your time and everything, why not go ahead and just, if you need something like that, pick them up at Dollar Tree. Those I got at Dollar Tree. Now these I got at Dollar General when I was there. They were these little buffalo check, red and black. Aren't they cute? Buffalo check drawstring bags. They're a little smaller, but I just thought, maybe I could use them for other times because they're kind of like farmhouse too. And you can even decorate these too. You could glue something on here. Whatever, or pin something on or sew something on, as long as you don't sew through the bag and sew it together. But anyway, some little like twine type, strings here to pull it. Anyway, I wanted to show you those were also 3 for $1 at Dollar General. Let's see, was it? That doesn't have the price, but I believe they were $1 too at Dollar General. So I wanted to show you those couple of things before I forgot, because I meant to show you these the other night and I forgot. So what I'm doing tonight, the odds and ends I'm working on. I told you the other night when I worked on these like 2 videos ago that they're for a swap, and 3 of them are for a swap, and I kind of finished them that night. But they were sitting here and I was thinking about them over the last couple of days. I was like, I think I need to add something to them. I was just thinking about them. I'd like to make them just more, prettier. I mean, they were prettier, they were pretty just the way they are, and they could have gone out just the way they were. but I want them to be really kind of like extra special. So what I did was, this is the double one. I just show you what I did. Some of them I have to finish, so I'm going to finish those with you. But see, I just sewed a piece of like eyelet lace here on the bottom of each. This is a double one. Sewed this eyelet lace. This is a zigzag stitch, and it looks so pretty. I did this stitching right on the edge of the little lace or whatever eyelet trim that I added here. And let me just show you how pretty the stitching is. I mean, it's just matching thread, but just that stitching there along that edge looks so pretty with that lace. So this is what it looks like now on either side with the little eyelet lace. That's all I added to that one. And then this one was another like crochet type trim. It's a little thicker, but I thought it went with the overall look of this tag. So that I also sewed on, and that I sewed on with a straight stitch. Because if you sew on fabric like this or trim like this, when your sewing machine is pushing it through, it tends to push it over, if you know what I mean. Like you start, like I know it did it on this one. I started, it was on the end, and as I was sewing, it was pushing it over. And so now it starts right there, but it's fine. But I'm just saying, I did a straight stitch trying to avoid that, but it still pushed it over a little bit instead of a zigzag, because I thought maybe that would avoid the pushover. But anyway, this one I sewed with a straight stitch. Also, this is a longer little bit of a lace, and I thought it looked, this one just went with this overall like frilly little edge I put on here, and this was a little bit more frilly kind of lace. So it's like a little kind of a more frilly tag for this one with all the, you know, frills on the side and the bottom. This one is a different trim, a flower. And this one, this is all from the same trim. And see, I kind of put the opposite on the bottom and the top. This one has two flowers with this little doodad in the middle, and this one has the doodads on the outside with the flower in the middle. But this is the one I had the little clip on top, and I still could put the clip on there, but I don't think it looks right now. I think it looks pretty just like this with the trims on the bottom and the top. So that one's done. So the other three I was going to show you, I think I need to add things to these and glue. So I did sew a little trim on the bottom of this one, zigzag stitch again. And what I did was, this had kind of a rough edge on the top, so I just folded it down and sewed it. So it's folded, you know, has a little fold in back. You can't see it, but I just did that so it'd have a nice finished edge, and then zigzag stitched it down, and it looks, I don't know if you can see that stitching in the camera because it's the same color as the trim here, but very pretty with that stitching. And then I was going to glue one of these flowers up here because I don't really want any stitching up here on the back or anything. I don't mind it on the bottom, but I didn't want it up here. So I was going to use some of my Fabri-Tac to glue this down. And so now I feel like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like this made the tags more special. I mean, they were pretty before, I will give you that, but I just wanted to just do something extra and make them just a little bit more special since it's a swap, and I wanted, you know, I don't know, I just wanted to do it. That's all. Okay, so that's going to go up here. Whoopsie. Let's get it down. Okay, so that's what that one's going to look like. I added this and that from you know, 2 nights ago when we were working on these. This is a really pretty flower too, so that is done. This one, we're going to glue these bits on together, but I added that same trim down here on this one and did the same thing, made a little finished edge by folding the top down, zigzag stitched it down there, and then we're going to add these two little, this was a, you know, trim, and so these were like little appliques on that trim. I'm sure you've seen this kind of trim before. I don't know where I got it, but anyway, it was in my stash. I was looking for a pink and things to go with these tags, and I found these. So I cut a couple little pieces off here to add to this tag. And I kind of was trying to use all different bits on, you know, of trims and things on these, so as much as possible. So let's see, how do I want this? I think I want the little pink flower up on the corner here. And I don't think I got too much glue on there. And then this one, we'll put some glue on. This is just Fabri-Tac, y'all know. And if you're new, this is Fabri-Tac. My two favorite glues are Fabri-Tac and Art Glitter Glue. And I do use a Craft Bond glue stick for the glue stick crafts that I do. So yeah, I just wanted this to kind of fill up this space a little bit here. There we go. See, now doesn't that look so much prettier and more special with those bits? So okay, I don't want to glue anything together here. Let me see if that's dry. And then this one, all I did was I found this pretty pink lace in my stash, and I thought I would add it up here. I didn't add anything down here on this one. I'm just going to add this up here. So just a little bit. I just tied this in a bow, this lace. I just tied it. You know, nothing complicated here. And then I'm just going to put some glue on this part and glue it down here. Again, I didn't want to really sew this on. I didn't want to smash it or anything with trying to sew over it. So, and I have my little tails coming down here. I think that'll be pretty. Coming down over the Christmas trees. And so the ribbon still shows that I had on here. The ribbon still shows up here, and you can see the little tails down here. And then all of this is just kind of like a layered ribbon with this bow. So let me get this nice and glued on here all over. Let me see if I got enough glue on there. I really don't want to get any on the back here. Got my garbage can over there. So let me see, do I have enough back here? I think I need a little bit more right here at the top. Let me put a little bit right there. This is, yeah, this glue looks, I might have to put this aside and just leave it alone for a minute and let the glue dry, because this is the kind of lace that kind of rejects the glue, if you know what I mean. Kind of like doesn't want to seep into the lace. So I think that'll be all right. Sometimes I know I've seen people use hot glue on stuff like this, but I don't have my hot glue out, and I really don't like hot glue unless I have to use it. You know what I mean? That's like my last resort type of thing. So let's put this to the side, let it dry. So now the tags are done. I shared those two things with you. Am I getting my head in there? Shared those two things that I got picked up at the store. And the other thing I was going to share with you is the finishing of my, this is like the third Wednesday I've been working on these. This is Tuesday night, but y'all, this will be published tomorrow on Wednesday. But this is my Happy Mail, and I wanted to share with you how it turned out. And I'm going to send these out hopefully this week. But I wanted to share with you what I ended up doing. So I don't know. Let's see. These are going to two different people. And so I wrote a letter on this stationery. It's pretty cat stationery. There's a little cat here with a pretty little botanical, flowers, and they're like pinks and oranges and the green, a little picket fence. So a pretty little piece of stationery. I'm going to write a letter on here. And I already did write one letter on here, which I'm not going to let you read, but I wanted to share with you that I did write a letter. So this is going in here, I guess this one. And I'm going to use, I don't want anyone to read that, so it's not any big deal, but I just, what was I going to put on here? I was going to put a little seal on here, or this one says "On My Mind." So, and it's pink, so I thought it would go as a nice little, I hope it doesn't rip the letter too much, but I want to just kind of seal it together. Here, I won't press it down too hard so that it doesn't tear off my words here, but I'm just going to seal. I wasn't going to write on the back, but then I ran out of room, and I didn't feel like I needed a second piece of paper, so I'm going to use that little sticker as a seal. And so here's what I ended up doing with the little folder that we made together, I think last Wednesday. This is the little bird card, and we made these out of one day. We made these out of cupcake holders. That video is on my channel. This is a little envelope where I put in some cigar labels. So I put in a bunch of, I think I put in like 4, I have 3 different kinds, so I put in like 4 of each kind. So I stuck those. That's why I made this envelope this shape, I thought it would be perfect for those. And then I put a few bits, papery bits from my little project here in back in this little pocket. There's a little pocket right here. And so they're sticking out right there, some little papery bits. And that's the whole idea of this. It's a snail mail. It's just a few bits. It's not a big happy mail. It's just a little snail mail. Okay, so then there was, two pockets over here that we did. So, you know, we did these two pockets together, and I did show you this where I stuck a pretty butterfly drilling card in there. Two pretty little plain cards, this daisy one and this cardinal. And then some tags. I don't know if I showed you these, but just some paper tags that I had punched out from odds and ends, scraps or whatever. You know, just fun, pretty papers that I was punching with this little tag shape. So those are in there. So that'll all go together. Here's the letter, here's the little folder, and here's the envelope, which I already showed you too last week. Finished on this one. I love this pink and blue together. Oh, and here's the, I don't know if, did I show you the, I think I did show you that. That's the wax seal, that's where I ended up putting it. So this will all fit in this envelope. And then I'm going to put this in another envelope to mail it. And I'm going to try making this smaller next time. Like this is bigger, really bigger than I wanted, but I like these pink envelopes, so I just used them. But I want to make a smaller one next time. So I'm going to do some more videos on snail mail and make some smaller ones. So that one's done. Now this one I haven't written a letter, so I showed you the stationery. I'm going to write a letter after this video and add it to this one. And this is the envelope on this one. And there's the wax seal in the back of this one. Again, you have a pink and blue. It's a different blue, but still pretty combination. And this is just a good way to use a lot of your papery bits, stickers, you know, anything you want to, you know. I recycled some Christmas cards on here, some little table scatters. Here's the little bird for this one, and the little card, and again, papery bits here to have fun with. I mean, don't we love papery bits? I do. So, and those are pretty papery bits. And then the cigar, I also am sending this person some cigar labels. And this is a complete surprise to both of these people, I think. I don't think they will know. One person might know that I'm sending, who this is for, but the other person doesn't know at all. So this is a little drawing card. This is really cute. These are records. Like, they look like 45s to me. Aren't they cute? And then this side says greetings. So this is a little drawing card that she can have fun with. And again, some of the playing cards. She's getting two daisies, but they're different. See, this one just has daisies, and this one's daisies in a basket. So those are in there. And the idea is to have, you know, not spend a lot on postage on these either. That's another thing, you know, just sending a few fun little bits to brighten someone's day or say thank you or something. And, you know, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to mail. You know what I mean? So this is going in this one. I will put it in right now. And then I will write my letter to go with this one on here. And I will seal it also with a little sticker here. A good way to use up, these are like planner stickers, and I don't use these in my journals. They're too like modern and new looking. They just don't go with my journals really. So I was like, what am I going to do with these? These stickers, I like them, but I never use them, and you know, I don't want them to sit here. So this is a great way to use up some stickers that you don't, you know, any sticker really. It doesn't have to be planner stickers. Any stickers that you're not using, you can make a snail mail and use up your sticker. So there's some pretty just plain ones on here. I might just use this one right here. It's like a little arrow or banner with a pretty pink and like reddish color there. So this, I mean, there's a bunch of pretty ones. Top priorities, today, later, you know, this one right here. Anyway, I'll pick out one and put it on here. So I wanted to share that with you, just to let you know I did finish a couple of things. I guess I'm just finishing up these two little projects tonight. and getting these all out in the mail this week. And so I'll be back with some more fun stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Hope you're having a great day, and happy crafting.